set up a podcast here, and the guests are constantly coming in and out, and you get all these different stories.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm here.
Yeah,
I I didn't mean to, but it happens.
Right.
That's the whole point of it, right?
That's life.
More content for the movie.
Oh, I
And then
see.
he said,
Is that the reason why you chose this location?
No, Jack
Just
and
having
Michael
fun.
have been here a lot before.
Oh,
Came here
okay.
like a
You did the
couple years
surfing.
ago,
Yeah.
yeah.
a lot more in mind than just hanging. You see, in order to write the most accurate script for this movie, we need something only Jimmy can offer. Access. AKA, permission to interview Jimmy's family and friends about his untold story.
But in order to acquire that access, Jimmy must accept our bold visions of the film.
So Jimmy is the guy who did the Mr. Beast.
That Jimmy is Mr. Beast.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Love was nearly lost.
Freaking
So
right.
tell me, since we talk about
Yeah.
the Mr. Beast, tell me the concept or the reason of
We're in the land of the beasts.
Mr. Beast. You know, what is it?
What kind of stuff he makes?
Well, Mr. Beast,
why-
the
yeah.
philosophy that he has is,
Stop this one. Yeah.
He
is
dreamed up
the most. It's pretty much making the things that no human has ever seen
Right.
possible
Experience.
on the internet.
All right. Okay.
And so he plays with. Jack actually worked for Mr. Beast.
Right.
And the amount of money that they play with per episode
Yeah.
is the same that a feature movie
Right.
would have,
Wow.
you know? And they get the viewership that this more than the Super Bowl gets.
Wow.
So if you talk like it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And the only way he's been able to do that is just by constantly pushing the envelope of what's possible.
How
on the
often
internet.
does the new thing comes out of Mr. Beast?
I think he's putting videos out like bi-weekly or monthly right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And each of those are like a little bit like a documentary, or what is
No,
that?
his videos are all like challenge based. So he's like,
It
so
happens
there's-
then and there.
right, there's a couple of different ways like entertainment YouTubers go about like making content, right? They're either putting themselves in someone else's world, right?
Yeah.
So they're going and walking into an unfamiliar situation.
Right.
Or they are creating their own world and then bringing people
Right.
from the
Right.
outside
Right.
in.
Right.
Mr. Beast creates his own world
Right.
because he has so much money, right? So he's able to do these crazy competitions and all these crazy things, and then they bring. So
Okay.
like,
Tell me, what kind of world is he creating?
let's check it out.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Maybe this is an elementary question, but that's the beginning, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's a good example of this?
What are the last few?
2,000 people fight for $5 million.
Oh, okay. So that's his idea that he came up with, right?
Yeah.
So he's kind of like a brainstorming on his own to come up with the idea.
Yeah. So
And then, like,
survive
the whole
100
team.
days trapped in a private jet, and you get to keep it.
Yeah.
Did
yeah.
he do that, or did he have someone?
So
one of
yeah,
his
so
team members.
he creates this world, right?
So let's stop there.
Yeah.
Is he then looking for in people some kind of a creative juice or initiative that they can connect to, so that they feel identified in the process to live with feeling aliveness of joining of the new experience?
I think it's escapism. People are trying to escape.
So
their-
it doesn't go to that level of the future. It's kind of grab them into the.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if it's like, making
I'm gonna
people,
do it,
kids
yeah.
want to go do some of this stuff. I think it's like getting to see a really normal guy.
go through this
Go through
crazy.
something.
So let's talk about it. So that if I'm one of those normal guy, right? What do I do with that information? Do I talk with others and explain that this is what's good? Or what is that?
You probably
there?
just go to middle school the next day, tell your friends like, holy shit, did you see that? Like, or let's like watch this
So it's a
again. Like, oh my
wow
God.
factor. Wow.
Yeah,
This is-
yeah.
This
All-
is out of nowhere that can be possible,
Yes.
right?
I
But
think
they,
that
they
the-
may not go into it.
The main goal of this
Yeah.
channel is to create moments.
But
right?
why not to be going to the next step? That's my question.
Like involve the audience.
Meaning that their own destiny to be found, to do something similar but in their own life. You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm
It's
looking,
tough to say.
let me explain to you.
Yeah.
My idea is like may all beings be happy. Okay, there's some reason when I say that I have the YouTube in that theme. And what I'm trying from my end of it is to stimulate people to not with this form, but in my way of sharing, which is kind of coming from inside, instead of grabbing and trying to hang on or something. So that is, if I may use the word, genuine from the heart. I have a book called
That's why a lot of people have issues with this guy and this style of content, right?
Yeah,
Because there's very different groups of people who go to watch content on YouTube. There's the 5-year-old kid, right, who is just like, if you thought about when you were a kid and or even like if you had kids, or I don't know if you have children or not, but like you think about Saturday morning cartoons, right? And the parents aren't watching that, but the kids are, because they get to escape and they get to watch a different world unfold. So that's the audience for this stuff. The audience for your stuff is a lot more intellectual, right?
Okay, let's go slowly. Yeah. So the heart I mentioned, right? So I wrote a book called The Results from the Heart, Beyond the Mind, Beyond the Escapism, but empowerment to come from inside. So I may be the opposite of it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you feel so. What I'm saying, the book I wrote, the Dalai Lama gave a comment for my book.
Wow.
Endorsement.
Wow, that's awesome.
And the theme is that use your brain, not to be used. Listen to your heart, and live with the mission. We are not using a mind, but being used by the mind. And AI is pushing you to do more, and this may be pushing you to do in a similar way or a different way.
Do you think AI has a net positive or a net negative on humanity?
Well, that's the question to be answered by the process of how things can evolve.
If you had to take a guess.
I'm afraid of the top-down, this is the kind of thing. Usually it doesn't work as I see it, because people they have people power. There's something going wrong. They start to build up and then come up with the next level of learning. Because if we learn from the failure, it may be a failure of too much. And I feel it. That's why I was talking and sharing and all that kind of stuff. To see, be careful. This is the symptom of what's happening. Yeah. And if you escape, that's the worst. If you be used by the AI, like used by the mind, not to be using with the heart at the center. Yeah. Which is the creative juice and the fun.
And that's what AI doesn't have, right? It doesn't
exactly.
Have
so that's the exact point. So that I want to share that.
I love that, man. Yeah. I think that's awesome.
And I only get 100 people or 15 viewers or something like that.
Well, I guarantee if we post a video while we're all here together, me and Jack and Michael will help you.
Okay, we can talk about it. But we don't have to, because it's more of a philosophical thing that if I can communicate, then it's easier to work out because of the idea.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is kind of interesting food for thought for you. We just talked to a guy, he's maybe 20 years old. Yeah. Has been doing this AI
I'm 77, stuff. By the way.
77? Yeah. I'm 26. Yeah. 23.
I'm just kidding a little bit. But I have a little child mind, actually.
I love it. Yeah. I think that's the only way to go about life.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, if we lose that, that's so sad. Yeah. It's death.
I think people try to grow up way too fast. And they try to be a grown up rather than just be a human.
Yeah, you don't see any other pictures than the bird and whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we were talking to this 20-something year old, and he's been doing this AI stuff for the last 5 to 7 years. So way before like any of us really had heard about AI. And so he's kind of on the cutting edge of this right now. And what he told me is terrifying. Yeah. He said that.
Can you stop the noise?
Yeah. He said that they are creating digital doubles for celebrities right now. Celebrities.
Celebrity, yeah.
So let's say like Mr. Beast, right? They would create an AI version of him, photorealistic, right? That brands. So like, let's say you're Coca-Cola, right? And I want Mr. Beast in my ad. Right. Instead of wasting time and setting up this giant shoot that's going to cost a bunch of money, they go and they license Jimmy's face, or Mr. Beast's face, to read the ad, but it doesn't stop there. they're pulling data from the music that you like to listen to.
Yeah.
The style of
I got
content
it.
that you watch, and they'll tailor the ads specifically towards. So, like, let's say you love Jack's song.
And there's no copyright problem in doing that.
No, because they've all signed. It's all licensed.
They're paying, to use his face, to use his
Wait.
likeness.
But let's say if I'm the person, I'm using someone's picture or modifying or whatever with the AI or something.
Yeah.
Is there like if it's a Coca-Cola and you use Coca-Cola brand something somewhere, they may say that don't do that, kind of a copyright issue.
Are you saying on the Coca-Cola side or on the creator side? Copyright, like who would the copyright infringement?
Yeah, if you make those videos or whatever, you are kind of stealing the identity of that person.
Yes.
In the way of
so,
this.
Yeah, 100%.
So how does the legal issue?
Yeah, so at the end of the funnel, there's the management of each person, right? So, like, you look at your email inbox and it says, hey, Coca-Cola wants to use Jimmy's face. Manager will go in there, have a meeting with Coca-Cola, be like, okay.
So the marketplace that you can figure out.
Exactly.
Okay,
it's the same
that's
kind of
easy because it's
process
America. Everything is possible.
Everything is for sale, on your face, your voice.
Okay, you figure it out.
Yeah. So I just thought that was like,
that's
you talk about being used by it, right? And like that's an example of it just making something so easy to you. You're like, I know, I love that. I have an emotional connection to that song that this ad specifically chose for me, and it chose that creator that I like to watch.
Is that the word, the alter ego type of thing? You have a representative of you in a different way? And if that's the case, if I'm that person, Mr. Beast, I can say yes or no to what you use, right?
Right.
So there's a control of...
it's an interesting space right now because
I'm sure.
a lot of other celebrities are doing this right now and
already this thing.
Getting their face scanned, and so soon we'll be seeing people in commercials that were never actually there.
Yeah.
And the question is, they might sign away and they say, yeah, sure, put me in a Coca-Cola commercial, pay me $5 million.
Yeah.
I just sit at home. But then what if the commercial makes them look awful,
horrible,
or do something terrible?
Yeah.
What if in the commercial
they go down, the brand image goes down,
and they signed away their like full likeness and appearance, and
so this is all AI.
Yeah. Jumping off from the plane, and this is the famous person or something.
Yep.
Yeah, this is crazy. Is that Drewski?
Mm-hmm.
You guys did this?
No, we did not do this, but the kid that I was just talking about, he made the face and the body for this. So this is the guy that it was just pulling from.
So this is not the real person.
This is the real person.
Real person,
but the video wasn't.
Replica.
Yeah.
There are no masks or anything in that, no drone shots.
So this is like
were all generated in that?
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
So this is like a Mark Zuckerberg meta world of.
Kind of, yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
It sounds like
a little bit of just a bunch of young people kind of changing the world faster than we can even figure out how it's changing.
And you are part of this whole scheme. What part are you taking to help this person to get into it? And there may be other things going on.
Yeah, I think we tend to have, or at least I do. Like I tend to have like a philosophy like you, where it's you know like. We try to, so we work with, a ton of different creators that get hundreds of millions of views and all this stuff. And the capacity in which we work with them is, how are we connecting with the audience? What does your audience actually want to watch from you? What do you want to make? And then what's the intersection of all of that? On top of, we are probably the best at creating these photos, these thumbnails here. So all the noises that were getting made. So this is a thumbnail here. Can you grab mine as well?
Yeah,
that Mountain Valley
one.
Yeah. And then we there's some like, so we do these drawings first, right? We'll draw these out, and then we'll send them to the artists.
Right.
And they'll make different thumbnails.
Okay, got it.
We've got some cool ones.
Wow, this is crazy. You like it? Is it like a painting?
That's why I love it so much, yeah. I'm like, I've always been a camera guy.
Yeah.
So photos, videos, cinematography.
I did the video too. I have books written and sold well, and then I had the video. That was fun thing.
Yeah.
I know what is to come, where and how, and I put together. 3.5 hour video. I did it in 2 weeks shooting and things like that. It's a management issue,
Yeah.
but it's certainly a creativity in the form that.
Yeah, and
produce
then
something,
I feel like it's hard because you can't really be consistent in a creative field.
Yeah. That's right.
It's constantly coming and going.
And missing and
and when you have people who are paying you to
Right.
be creative, then it kind of creates a really weird dynamic where you're like,
I see.
well, shoot, I don't feel very creative today, but this guy's paying me a bunch of money to be creative today. So, like, what do I do? You know? Like,
Let's talk about the example. It's I worked with the organization. My work was transforming the organization, and I have a way of doing it. I talk with top management, middle management, shop floor people, and different functions. And I'm a nobody, so I talk with anyone. But I've written books, so they respect me to a degree. Then I find the bottleneck of the organization. Something is not flowing.
Yeah.
Because top is believing and the shop floor represents something different. So I'm doing it with AI too, that the top and the AI is going this way, but people are suffering and
Right.
all that kind of stuff. So whenever I find that, that's the idea of finding the bottleneck, like awakening, but the brain is too much going like this and not connecting. So my job is to transform the organization. So when am I saying this? I don't know.
we were talking about the creative. You can't really force it.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
So it's very fascinating if I talk about organization transformation, but my transformation is awakening. I went through some, enlightenment kind of experience in meditation for Vipassana, 10-day course and stuff like that. So that's when the whole aliveness shows up.
Yeah.
But before that is painful,
Absolutely.
situation. And when this may be the precise kind of a interesting state. When I had 8th day in the afternoon, every day 12 hours sitting, 8th day I was just going crazy and painful and I need to go to the hospital, I thought. Then I thought, I'm having this severe pain, I can't get out. But is it because I'm trying to get out of the pain? And when I thought about it,
Really?
things happen.
Wow.
And I had pain gone, I had a smile of going like that. It's a kind of Satori experience.
So it's like almost, I feel like in life we constantly are pushed to new levels of,
Right.
and like you have to endure new things, right?
and you just go,
And I think I'm dealing with this in my business right now. The amount of pressure and stress is like something I've never dealt with before, right? Personally. And every new person that we sign, that level goes up and up and up. And I've, realized recently that it's like, okay, well, that stress is never going to go away. You just get better at dealing with it.
accepting it.
Accepting it, yeah.
That's
a better way.
That's what
way.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no one to be fight with. If there's someone to fight, that's your ego.
Oh, shit, I got it. 1 second. Sorry.
Sure.
Sorry.
Maybe the client calling.
Yeah, what's up, Evan?
So what's your role in this scheme? Working with him?
No, not really.
What's his name?
Max.
Max, and you're
Michael.
Michael, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't really work with them.
Anything close to what they do? Did you do the documentary? Did you say?
Yeah, mainly that's the goal right now. The goal is to be able to produce like short docs and stuff, nonfiction work, and.
How about in this kind of field? You're not getting into it much?
Not super interested. Yeah, I feel
Why
like
not? It sounds like lots of things boiling.
It does, yeah. Honestly,
But it's too much.
If the goal were to find the thing that we're like.
But
skyrocketing right
isn't
now.
there a need for the society to get to know what's behind?
Oh, you mean a documentary like about this stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that could be super interesting.
I think that's totally interesting.
Definitely.
It's maybe good for him too.
Yeah, exactly. Mutually beneficial. So, yeah, I see it. I thought you meant like just fully transitioning to like
No. That's what I'm thinking. You look from different angle, and your angle can be different, and that's good because you're more observing and know you're as a friend. So you have all the materials here.
There's just something important about. It's almost like the opposite of trying to create.
Yeah, what is
honestly, profitable things people want to watch. I think there's something important.
You're on your own, or you work with someone? You work for someone?
I mean, mostly just freelance on my own, but I have friends who.
But you can do whatever you like to do.
Yeah. But
if you want to.
I think there's something important about creating stuff that is intentionally slow and slow-paced, and just so much of like the editing philosophy of everything on YouTube, and especially Mr. Beast content and like creators that target younger people, is about making like the fastest, snappiest videos that keep your attention span.
Yeah.
So I think there's something important about creating stuff that like intentionally tests and pushes your attention span.
Well, but I guess that's the point, that if you have this observation of what's going on.
Yeah, like a slow observation of this fast-paced world.
Just like I'm talking and trying to get at it, and he's also saying that there's a moment of this and that, and if you capture that, that's a war zone reality of what is happening.
Yeah.
Which may enlighten someone that this is dangerous, or this is fun, or this is crazy.
Yeah.
I think if we have a feedback mechanism, usually it doesn't get too big, or I don't know how to say it, moderate the process as opposed to getting to the extreme like that.
Yeah.
Like
if someone like
stock
observing.
market of AI going up, and then it may rupture or something. But if you know, because one of the things that I keep talking about is the missing of the heart, or the essential part of human. And why not that as a documentary? Maybe nobody watches that because there's no fast moving.
But I feel like that's, as long as you're able to make it like.
But if you take it as a longer term stance to kind of keep the monitoring of it and stockpile it, and then one moment you say, okay, we can put these things together as a documentary type.
That's the cool thing about doc, is that like you can just kind of watch things over time, and it doesn't have to be you just follow them.
It talks by itself.
Yeah, and you don't have to immediately release it within like this time frame. Like it's a story that can kind of grow. You can revisit things.
It's a process.
I know people who have worked on docs for like 15 years. Like you're just fully following people through their life, and I feel like that's very interesting that you're able to just kind of have it as like a living, evolving project.
My YouTube has been going over 18 years.
Wow. That's like so cool. I'm so interested.
So
in
that they say that this is real. This guys keep doing. I post 3 or 4 YouTube videos every day.
Wow.
I don't care. I just do it because lots of stuff happening, and I feel it's good for me. So there's no. I'm not looking for money or anything. It's good for me, and if there's someone good for whatever they can get, I hope it's the genuine interest instead of. Trying to money or fame. I hate the fame because it's disrupt my sanity. So I'm not saying that I'm a good example, but I'm saying that the authenticity, if I use the word, of being on top of it and be observing, I feel like that. I mean, you must be in the right spot to have the access and the information. To do something like that.
Yeah, honestly, it is kind of the right people to know if I wanted to do something like that.
We can communicate each other too.
Yeah.
If you're interested, because when I did the organization transformation, I was just visiting every now and then. I'm not pushing you or anything, but that I don't see often, but every 2 months or 3 months or 1 year, depend on it. Then every time I see it's a fresh view. And I don't have the past. I just look at the now, and also knowing some of the past and why it's not happening or whatever. So anyway, that's just the process that I engage. Anyway, that's just a thought.
Yeah.
Well, they're all gone. You want to talk something more?
Honestly, I might go grab breakfast.
Okay, why don't you do that?
I'm gonna go get.
Well, we'll
See if
catch
I
up,
have
and
some
maybe
call.
I'll be sitting here.
Yeah.
Okay?
definitely.
And I don't know, maybe you want to
What
bring
was your name again? I'm sorry.
Kyo.